Welcome to this adventure of change fast and easy. So I was wondering, what's the video about today? And then I was like, yeah, the thing with change, it seems like a lot of people only allow themselves to change if they're really are on the bottom. It seems, and it might be not true. Have a look for that yourself. Like when you're on a track with your life and you just come to that acknowledgement of, hey, things are not working. Can you then just easily say, okay, cool, I'm changing tracks, I'm doing something completely different? How much is your surrounding saying, you have that safe job, you have that safe relationship, blah, blah, blah. Like, how much is everyone just shouting at you, safe is right, keep doing that, la, 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 la. I mean, I guess we all have people in our world. Well, they say, no, that will be a dangerous thing and you will suffer. And we're like, yeah. So, wow, there's so much. How many people told you will suffer if you make a different choice and let go of something that's working currently? And then, okay, I'm not allowed to change by this. Let me crash my life. And then it might be okay to change, right? So then people have accidents and change completely, or they create cancer or really strong body stuff. Then it's understandable. Okay, now you're allowed to change. Like that was such a horrible experience. Now you can make a different choice. I mean, really? It's so weird. And there's so much. The next thing is, how much are you aware of what people think? What are the right choices for you? And what are the wrong choices for you? We are all subpsychic, but being rarely acknowledged for it. Like, how much do you exactly know what everyone else thinks about you and thinks what's the right thing for you to do and choose? Even if it's maybe tiny and small for you, like, oh, well, okay, I know you require me to be like that for you. Oh, yeah, I know you require me to be that for you. How much do you exactly know what everyone else requires of you? Do you know what you require of you? And I know it's an offensive question, but let me go back to that bottom line where we are allowed to change, because you're just aware when everyone else assumes, hey, you have the best relationship, don't leave that marriage. Hey, you have the best job, it's such a good income, la la, but you're not living there anymore. There's no discovery. It's just when things become boring for a really creative person, this is the moment when we start to destroy what we have, okay? Because it seems we are not allowed to make a different choice. Hey, good news for you. You can make a different choice. Even if everything is great in your life, you still can make a different choice in something even greater. You don't have to destroy what you have, okay? So, and I have a little story on that for you. Because years ago, as my mother has died, the story begins even a bit further in history. So as I was knowing the tools of access consciousness, I was running bars on everyone I know. So of course, also my parents. And with my mother, I mean, I did everything wrong and what I could do wrong. I hold the points on the head. That was great. It's just relaxing and like opens up your world. Like with the bars, you clear your head and the universe can communicate again with you, and like all the possibilities can come into your world. What I did with my mother, and that's the wrong part I did, I cleared so much with her. I like usually like if you get a bar session, it's in silence. But I was like, okay, let's ask all these questions. And really, like my mother was getting up from the sofa. I was like, hi. She was like, I'm feeling like I was in the hospital when I received more morphine. She was just like on drugs. Like there was so much change in her world, okay? And then pretty much 1 year to the date, she sneaked out of her body, like with blood poisoning, and like within 24 hours, hi bye. So it was a shock for the whole family. And I could acknowledge there was a component of this bar session opened up something in her world where she knew there is more that she has not chosen in her life so far. And also, I could acknowledge she had chosen her life in a way there was no way for adding consciousness, for adding tools, for making a really different choice in her life. And And that moment where she was kind of transitioning with her, like leaving the body, I received so many downloads from her, and really could acknowledge the relationship we had. I know I'm jumping back and forth in all directions. So that's maybe a story for a different time. But like, I could acknowledge, wow, this barre session opened up for something for her that just had no place in the life she had created at that moment. And that gave me the awareness of, wow, there was no way in her world that she could have that. Therefore, she destroyed her body to get out, to have more access to what consciousness can give, okay? And with that being said, I looked at this like, wow, how many people have that? They're just not allowed to change. If you acknowledge something in your life is not working, are you allowed to change it? Or will everyone around you just tell you how you should keep doing that because it gives you good money, because it gives you safety, because it gives you whatever it gives you? The question is it expansive for you? Are you happy? Are you like, is there this exuberance in your world, or is everything just shut down and become like you killed it, or like it's on a decay path? And hey, the next moment you can make a different choice and allow things to flow again. Okay, so as I said, we can make choices again and 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 again. You're not bent to one choice forever. Okay, even if some people think so, it's not true. So, and even if things are great, you don't have to destroy them to choose something different. Okay, you can just add and 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 even more. So yeah, it was interesting for me to see this with my mom, and to see how many people choose gigantic pain and suffer in the business, with the body, with relationships, just to get out and make a different choice. Really, newsflash, you don't have to do that. You can make a different choice right now, even if no one understands, including you. It's not required that you understand. What if you could start following the lightness and what's true for you, like really where things are vibrant for you? If you're in a situation in your life when there's just no life in living anymore, ask yourself, would I like to keep doing that? And that doesn't mean you have to throw everything out of the window. Allow yourself to know what does work, what doesn't work. Would I like to keep doing this? Is that fulfilling? I mean, this is your life. You're creating this amazing body. What would you like to do with it? You don't have to keep doing things that are not working for you. You can make a different choice in every moment. And yes, it might be that some people are totally confused by you, and it might be that they go away. But one thing you will have more of you. So if you find, like, if you have created yourself on a point where you're bankrupt, where your business is on a low point, where your body is in a condition that you're more on a death path than on a living path, ask yourself, is there any change I really would like to make in my life? Choice creates. If you say, hey, okay, what do I need to change? What do I need to be and do different here for this to change? And oftentimes we're hoping and looking for people. I want to invite you, just ask consciousness, ask the consciousness itself. Consciousness, contribute here. What else can I choose? What's required for all of this to move in a different direction? Everything has consciousness. You are consciousness. And when you ask and then receive, be curious what else can show up. So very grateful that you're here, that you're listening to this. If this is a contribution, please leave a like here, comment, share it with your friends. And you don't have to go to the bottom line for something different to show up in your life, okay? You can make a different choice right now. It's okay. Even if no one understands it, it's your life. What would you like to create and have and be? Thank you. Bye.